because some days the whole cookie is absolutely worth the carbs. Oh, I love these so much. So much. I need to get more flavors. They have a birthday cake flavor that I have yet to find anywhere, and they don't have it online. If anybody has the birthday cake flavor, feel free to mail it to me. Seriously. So good. So, recap of this week. Learned a few lessons. Went way over my macros on Saturday. Actually, it was a pretty rough day mentally for me. Probably the first tough day that I've had definitely since the show. Possibly even since my prep started. I definitely struggled a little bit with that. Actually, a lot of it. Being completely honest, I struggled a lot with the binge mentality. I haven't had that struggle or that feeling in a long time. I used to binge probably at least once a week. When I did, it was in the form of a cheat meal, and I would try so hard to keep it at just a meal within an hour. Then it turned to 2 to 3 hours. Then it turned to the whole evening. Then it turned into the whole day. That was rough, and I didn't tell anybody because I thought it was normal. I thought it was part of, the cheating. But I would eat so much that I became physically sick. And then the next 3 or 4 days, I would be kicking myself for going overboard. I'd feel so guilty. Oftentimes I would cry because I felt so bad about what I had done. I felt like a terrible person. It was awful. It was such an awful cycle. And I kind of felt those old habits and that old mindset trying to come back on Saturday. And it wasn't a binge. I don't consider Saturday binging because I didn't eat to the point to where I was sick. But I think the biggest indication that it was not a binge was the fact that I accepted it and I owned it. I was able to have some food, and I think just by allowing myself to basically say screw it and eat off the program, I think that kept me from going that much more overboard. So it didn't exactly, and this is just my personal opinion, it wasn't a binge for that reason. And I think being less restricted and making myself feel less guilty about it allowed me to actually accept responsibility for what I was doing, to accept the fact that I am human and that nobody is perfect. So it was a good learning experience. I can honestly say that. Even after practicing flexible dieting and tracking my macros and having a few days to where I kind of eat intuitively and having a more flexible, relaxed mindset, even after doing this for the last few years, I have to realize that you can't nail any program, any mindset, or anything down perfectly. And I think I was trying to do that. especially with this channel, with Instagram, and with my clients. I want to set the best example that I can. And you know, I'm always pushing for consistency and you know, knowing that we're not perfect, when I've been trying to be perfectly consistent and being a lot more hard on myself. And whenever I see clients going through this, I always let them know, don't be so hard on yourself. Realize that it's going to take time. You're going to have slip-ups no matter how far into the game you are. And it's funny because it humbled me on Saturday. I sat back and I thought to myself, why are you not practicing what you're preaching? You know, I'm too tough on myself. I strive too hard to set the best example for my clients, when really I need to be able to sit back and relax, as I emphasize to my clients. It's interesting. But I don't know, I'm proud that it happened, because it helped me to realize how far I've come. You know, to be struggling with something that difficult daily, and now the fact that I struggled with it for the first time in months and months. It's never been that long before since I've gone through that, and it was really cool. You know, it wasn't the best day, but looking back and knowing how far I've come, you know, it makes it all that much better. And I'm thankful that I went through it. So just wanted to open up to you guys today. I don't know what the point of this vlog started out as, but it is what it is. Hope you guys are having a good day, and I will see y'all in the next video.